Add on.
If my internet was fucking up, I wouldn't be fucking accepting this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're gonna get the Care Bears. Oh, I'm on live now.
You're practicing against my team, so you know my plays. That's cheating.
I didn't play your team yet. I want to play it against the Jets and Buccaneers.
What was it last night? I picked the same uniform he had. It wasn't the same team, but it's same color.
Yep. YouTube.
I don't care.
I saw somebody's watching.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man can't ball like this.
You just be quiet, you don't piss me off. Let Joey piss me off.
I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your fifth, man.
Well, he can't. He's not a big enough boy to talk his
NFL
own
on
shit.
EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA.
He's
This
a big
was the
enough boy to
scene
talk
just a
his own
few
shit.
moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, they're cool.
That's what he said. That's what he said, Care Bears. See? Okay, step it up a little bit.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and
What the
boots it
fuck?
away.
I was sitting down. I totally messed it up.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that
I'll take
happen,
it.
it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll take it.
I'm sure you will.
They go play action here on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
If it fucking works, shut the fuck up, dumbass.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there.
Why are
Now
you
they can
doing
start to
that?
smell that end zone.
Pound
Why are you doing that, you fucking
rock.
dummy?
Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and
Now
pound the
you're
rock.
pissing me off, and you're not fucking playing me. Fucking cheater. You know my
8
fucking
yards the gain on that
spiky.
last run.
That's
Here's
what it
second
is,
and a
spiky.
couple. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And he's got his man. That's Robinson.
That's funny.
Touchdown Bears.
Fuck.
Allen
I'm
Robinson.
gonna fucking quit. I'm
There
gonna
to
fucking
make the
quit.
grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I was trying to kick. Here, tell him the next play I'm doing. Exactly. How'd you know?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
You got to intercept this shit right now. Which one?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the bootleg. Hodges rolling to his right. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Oh, fucking trying to stay in.
He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the.
That's what's wrong. I gotta change fucking quarterback. I can't stand that bastard.
I was trying to stay in. I was trying to stay in. Shut up.
NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
He knows how it's working.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his
knows how it's working.
Robinson.
Jesus Christ, if it's working, fucking get away from it.
Allen Robinson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front.
Miss it again.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
See, fucking devil fucking bitches because of when it works. That's why. I'm just saying, you fucking bitch. Who the fuck cares who I pick?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
I'm not going to tell you what I do. But you know what I do.
And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
I don't care what team I pick. It doesn't matter.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I think they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
You know every play I do.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson from the 21. It's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Rudolph looking to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe one of them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Connor, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
I picked the wrong play, so...
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. Here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yes, I'm going to. Just trying to get me beers. Thought I could get back in time, but no.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Hopefully sooner.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Rudolph. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw, Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And he backs it and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Face mask?
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, let's go!
How the fuck I must have face masked?
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Stop trying to sack his ass and just put the fucking ball.
Stop! 180! Pick me up. Here we go.
He's coming up for me.
Now Trubisky on first down. In a heavy
fucking
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
See, I
And a
can't do
big
long
turnover
balls. I
there
can't.
as his guys will
It
get the
happens every
football
fucking
back.
time because of the devil.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but there, first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that stretch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
This is caught by Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Look at that. Oh, fuck, I'm surprised I held on to it. I'm not surprised I caught it. I'm surprised
this defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron.
I'll get it back. That's all right. Yes, stop the clock, please. Impressive performance. What? I've never had that before. Dude, what the hell?
Fuck. It won't let me do shit. I'm froze up.
No, I'm froze up too. Impressive.
Well, I can't see it. You guys gotta wait for the time on that. I don't see it though.
No, he sees it, I see it.
Entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
We're back. We're back. Which one? Fuck.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there.
That was a good dude, too.
We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
No. Look what he's making me
down now.
Look what he's making me do. Look what he's making me do
just to the
now.
47th, 1-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Connor.
No, you're not
And he'll go down
It was
to the
close.
ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline.
I was
really
worried.
good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run for it with Samuels.
Oh, he got
And
it.
he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Field goal. I can't believe this
He's
shit.
had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Flush to
What the fuck is he doing? He's struggling.
He's taken
I don't know what the fuck he
That's
was doing, but he was
sacked by
struggling.
back.
Picking
I'm
up a
starting to feel
quarterback.
bad quarterback
Me
back
too.
there. I mean, you
Me
know
too.
me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long
He's worried about
way
the
to go
sack,
in
and
this
he got
football
it.
game. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And this is going to come up well short as they stop them on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Pop up X or square, whatever, for step on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. The 20. 10. Touchdown.
I know. I was trying to put it down wrong.
Allen Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
Oh, fuck, I keep
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down. Because already we're seeing him run past over through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I would have rather had it at the 1-yard line. It was a dick move. Now you get at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rudolph. They've got his man.
There you go.
Past the 20. 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
It was through fucking slow. I was trying to slow him down.
Yeah, you did slow me down. Fuck, I stopped it. Fuck, now I need to intercept this shit. You can't get no fucking touchdown. You can't. No.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at it. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Did you see that blitz that time?
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor.
That wasn't a blitz.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
You see?
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, those first two, yes, they were. That third one was on a blitz.
Here we go on fourth. Rudolph forced out to his left.
The fuck?
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Bears will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A good start to the drive. Here's Nobody out on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I got to get me beers. I got to put a cooler right by my chair. I'll take the delay. I have no choice. I'm going to get delay again. I'll take the 5 yards, though. We'll get it back. See, I knew it. Just as I clicked that button.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, we always accept it. We don't.
Now it's Trubisky.
Oh,
for the
third
time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game, so they've got to weigh things.
There you go. I got it back.
Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Told you I was getting it back.
I know.
No, not when I'm getting tackled. Oh, I thought you were talking to me a second. I ain't getting fucking. Not when I'm getting tackled.
That quarterback's fucking slow, though, man.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Yes. See, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
30, fuck that. I'm going to steal it again. I would have rather stilled it at the goddamn 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
can't wait to see where his confidence is. Because
every time I get somebody open, he gets fucking
he goes
sacked.
down. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Does the same thing to me. Don't feel bad. At least I can do it to
Sacks
somebody
a growing
else.
theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rudolph now to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
No, you know I beat you.
Getting a
You
hand
know
in there
I
and
beat
knocking
you.
it away, Eddie Jackson.
this defense has been very disruptive
Not
early
many,
on
but
as they
4
force
or
another
5
one to go
times. That's
around.
about it.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
You know
the
damn
front
well
and
it
back
was.
working
You know
in
damn
sync.
well it was.
Only way to play good defense.
You're not going to admit it.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding
for
the
a
game,
fact.
understanding positioning,
You're
and
not gonna
tackling
admit it.
immediately
That's all
in the
right.
secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
No, I'm not counting that shit.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's
He wouldn't
intercepted.
There you go.
Picked off by Buster
Push me back.
Screen. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I like what you said, though.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, shit.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34.
He jumped.
Call it a gain of 4.
Yeah.
I want to see what I do it sometimes too. Let's see if it catches it.
Well, we
Make the
looked
other
at
guy
each other right
flinch.
when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep
You
it
gotta
moving.
make me flinch. You gotta try it once in a while.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now it's Trubisky. And a quick shuffle pass here is
Didn't give
complete.
me much.
And he will lose yardage back to the
I lost.
34-yard line.
I lost.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
I'm giving it.
Yeah, the kick and play.
Yep.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Kind of like that kick.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I hate this fucking echo in the background. I say something and it says the back.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Just Chad.
On 2nd down, it's Connor.
I got
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 4th down, Rudolph escaping the pressure right.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I'm coming.
That's to his running back, complete.
But he needed
and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back.
Close,
I was scared.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm pissed.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
Damn.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
Might as well.
And the Steeler offense,
like
they're set up nicely as they take over.
50-yard line you got in that. It's right, I'm getting it back. My baby.
Here we go.
It wasn't the 15. Was it?
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph.
Rudolph. Don't do that.
And that is incomplete.
Nothing.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
I can't do
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Not close.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
There's a stop sign right there. I'm not laughing at you, Joey. I'm laughing at fucking devil, what he said.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings...
I thought it was.
That's bullshit. You can't challenge the motherfucker? Wow.
I don't know how to do it. You'll learn. You know better than me. I can teach us.
Oh, waiting on John.
I'm not the one that fucking put it on pause.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the pressure gets to him again.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
I'm not rubbing this in your face, Joey. No, this is for Devil. This is for Devil. He said you're gonna kick my ass easily. That's what he said.
I don't know why I'm having so much fucking trouble.
Looks like first game together. We'll play another one. I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No, this one's rubbing it in Devil's face.
This one taken from the 7.
He said you're going to kick.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
No, you said You fuck. Yeah, that's what you said.
The Steeler offense
and
here
you know
about ready for their next drive. And the
So
last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then,
right?
well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I don't know why he left. He said he wanted to win, or he was going to win that game.
On second and 11 now. Rudolph. Down. The Bears get there for the sack.
That was fucking good at football. I don't care what team I play.
In there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Good.
I just got this damn thing, so I gotta learn.
Oh, shit, you. Shit, you already know more than I do.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Please tell me you're not going to leave it like this. We're going to play again.
Oh, yeah.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
That would have been good if it was
not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Jeffrey.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
He got pissed because I was rubbing in his face.
Now Montgomery.
Oh, he didn't go nowhere.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throwing on second and 8. Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I was going to tell you the play is going to
How
pivot.
about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On third down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback Halsey's staying alive.
After the sack, here's second and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down again. Vince Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A A
did the
24-yard
3 plays
touchdown
that
as
every
his
play
guys
you did.
continue to put this
I
one
picked
out
the
of
31
reach.
when you sacked me.
So
It's like, no,
another
I gotta
score
change this
there.
shit.
Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a
I
clean
wanted to
sweep in
pick
this
it
one,
again
hasn't
to
it?
see
It
if it worked,
certainly
but it's like,
has.
no,
They've
I
been pretty
can't.
dominant throughout this game. And
Nobody's
privately,
stopping me
the
every
head coach will
time,
add a
guys. They
4th
fuck
phase.
that shit.
That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that to try to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And
See,
can you
fuck,
believe
see,
it?
I'm
He
fucking
misses
this shit up.
another one, his
Yeah, put this
3rd
on.
so far. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm glad he got pissed. I'm glad he got fucking pissed. It's his turn to get pissed.
So with the missed PAT in
Hey,
his
fuck that
rearview
up.
mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that
I've
was
been
an
playing
error
this
by the
shit
kicker, and it
forever,
will
and
give
I
the
still
offense
fuck it
great starting field position.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're well past
Well, that
midfield,
put it
just a
on
yard or
bus.
two.
I gotta invite him. Gotta figure out how to do this shit. Gotta get.
He's watching the stream. He can hear you.
I'm trying to invite you, Devil. I'm trying to. Go to my mic, right? Go to my mic. Joey, could you set one up where you can invite him?
Yeah, I can send it to him.
Do you want to leave this party? Yeah, send it to him. Invite him. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it, but I'm fighting to figure out how to do it. Are you inviting him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I hear every shit talking you're fucking saying.
Then
Yeah, I
why'd
know.
you leave? I know. Why'd you fucking leave? Don't
Why are you
leave.
talking shit?
Because.
Because what? Because you're playing me?
No, listen. No, but now, this is gonna be separate. This is gonna be a fucking separate conversation. This is gonna be a separate
I
conversation.
want to see all that shit talking when you play me.
Go kick
Well,
your
guess
ass.
what? Guess what? Oh, Devil kicks my ass easily. Easily.
You're lucky I don't live where you're at. I'd fucking show up at your house and you wouldn't be playing no game.
I'd bust your nose. I'd bust your nose.
Believe me, you would not bust my nose. Believe
I'd
me.
bust your nose.
You would not bust my nose.
Yes, I would.
You old fuck. You would not bust my nose.
You're gonna beat up an old man.
You're right. I'll beat up an old man. You're the old man.
No, he's pissed. He told me, Joey, no, I'm gonna fucking start talking shit. This is between us.
All right, let's resume the game.
Joey,
We're in
he
the fourth
says,
quarter.
Joey, he said he's gonna whoop my ass. You're gonna whoop my ass. That's what he said.
I did
Well,
say that.
somebody
What's
plays
the
the same
score?
play over and over and over again, and I'm trying to figure out how to beat it. Sorry, but
the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers.
If it works, I'm going to use it.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nothing. Oh, I'll tell you right. Straight up. No,
Rudolph
doesn't
on
matter
first down.
who I pick.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive
I was hoping
plays
you would
now.
drop that. That's too close for a field goal. You can't do a field goal. You can't. No, I don't want you to.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll run here with Connor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. Second down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6
I
points.
want something different.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Rudolph looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Another tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock. Got that black cloud over their heads.
Schleprock?
I hate these announcers. They talk too much shit.
Like me?
No, they talk a lot more. They talk more shit.
No, I'm gonna get a fucking goddamn.
These people probably went out and
I
bought
have to pick
vegetables and
something.
shit. They're gonna throw it at me.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The
I knew
scoreboard
it.
speaks
I
for
knew
itself,
it.
but you still
I
got your
knew
starting
it.
quarterback out there. When do you go to the
I knew
backup?
it.
Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And
just as they went to get rid of it.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
it really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Trubisky now off the bootleg.
Oh, he's
Under
picks
pressure
up.
again,
I'm
and
getting
down he
scared.
goes again.
Fuck.
Bud Dupree picks up his second sack of the
I'm not
afternoon.
gonna allow that
So,
shit.
Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively,
scared.
I'm not sure that
You're gonna get
sack
a
and
fucking-
sack are on their play
no.
sheet.
Wow, he moved it.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long.
Oh, shit.
As I was watching the play
I knew
unfold,
it.
my eyes
I
immediately went to the
fucking
referee
knew
because I
it.
wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the
Get that
1 yard
outta here.
line.
I'll
You know
get
you're playing
this
with
shit
fire
outta
when you
here.
get sacked that close to the goal line.
Yeah, I'll get that shit out of here.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
stop.
Let's go, let's go.
Fight.
On first
I
down,
had to get
Rudolph.
rid of that shit.
And they're going to get him.
You
He's
stopped
taken
me.
down for a
Fucking
sack.
cold
Back
3
at the
times.
47-yard line. Leonard Floyd. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This game ain't for you. This game is for fucking devil.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Of course. This is what you said. You said Major's going to kick your ass. You said it. You fucking said it. Yes, you did. And don't say you didn't. Don't delete me. What? Fine, I'm not going to say a word because you're going to delete me.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
No, you're going to delete me. So.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bud Dupree getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
No, I'm going to shut up because you're going to delete me. You said it on the live stream. Delete me.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bring it. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that
You're
incompletion.
You're going to delete me, so
What's
no,
that?
I'm not going to play
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
70.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10, Rudolph again. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
He said he's going to, so...
Break. 59, check, 59. Pick it up. Ready.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't want him to fucking delete me.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that
That's what
does
he wants to do
is embolden a secondary.
that's his option.
They feel good about what's going on, and it just
Talk
gets
shit,
better
just
and
do
better.
it then.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now we got another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Let's get it.
So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
Devil.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyson Alualu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Choosing somebody else.
Now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders
in the world
that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step.
Ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.